evil.
Subscribe now. The clinician pumps up the blood pressure cuff with air using a hollow squeeze valve that allows the air to flow in only one direction. A tiny check valve prevents air from coming back into the valve. The inflated cuff cuts off the flow of blood in the arteries and veins. Then the doctor or nurse slowly reduces the pressure in the cuff. At the point where the blood can barely squeeze through the compressed blood vessels, this flow is turbulent. The chaotic movement of blood through the blood vessels creates noise. This is what the health practitioner listens for. When they first hear the turbulent noise, they take the higher blood pressure reading, which is known as systolic pressure. When the turbulent noise disappears, it means that a smooth flow of blood has returned in the veins and arteries, and the practitioner notes the low second reading, which is known as diastolic pressure. Blood pressure is the pressure or push of the blood against the blood vessel walls. It is one of the 4 vital signs. The other 3 are body temperature, breathing rate, and pulse rate. Blood flow in our body is somewhat like the flow of water in the pipes of our house. There are gauges that measure the pressure of the water against the pipe walls. The plumbing of the human circulatory blood system can be over 100,000 miles long, depending on the person's size. For many years, doctors consider a normal blood pressure to be about 120/80, which can be stated as 120/80. The first number, 120, is the systolic reading, which shows the peak pressure in the arteries, when the ventricles are just starting to contract, pushing blood to all parts of the body. The 80 number represents the diastolic pressure, the minimum pressure in the arteries, when the ventricles are relaxed and filling up with blood. Various factors affect blood pressure, including age, sex, height, exercise, sleep, diet, particularly sodium, disease, being overweight or obese, drugs, alcohol, smoking, stress, and time of the day. Most people have a higher reading in the afternoon and a lower one at night. In children, blood pressure varies with height. As we get older, the systolic pressure rises and the diastolic falls some. Many people's blood pressure is sensitive to salt and other sources of sodium in their diet. For these people, sodium in the food they eat tends to raise the blood pressure and potassium helps lower it. You can see how much sodium is in serving of a packaged food by looking at the nutrition facts label.